fighting with my family. Or do you want to punch me in the face?
Starring
Nick Frost. The main girl in this is named Florence Pugh.
She was in The Outlaw King, the Netflix film. She was the queen in that one. So yeah,
The young queen.
she's good. She was good in that one. So this is a movie produced by Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. It's directed by Stephen Merchant, I think. He was, you've seen him. He was in Logan.
He's around.
Yeah. Going in this movie, I didn't have I've heard a lot of people say it was a good movie, but I was pleasantly surprised how much I liked this movie.
Right.
What about you?
Same here. I walked out of the theater joyful and happy. This movie has a lot of heart. Surprisingly,
a lot of emotional tug in your heart, and which I was surprising about that. The funny thing is, are you a wrestling fan by any chance?
I am not.
I used to be when it was the Attitude age in WWE.
Like with Goldberg? I liked
No.
Goldberg.
When The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and Vince McMahon, that era was the best to me wrestling ever. You don't have to be a wrestling fan to enjoy this movie.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I went and saw it with my wife, and she freaking loved it.
Yeah.
I freaking loved it. It's
my wife liked
freaking.
it too. So let's talk about the good things. What are some things that you like about this film?
I thought the main protagonist, Florence Pugh, or they
Paige.
call her Paige, she did an amazing job acting
good.
in that role. And then everyone around her, the supporting characters, the brother, the dad, the mom, of course. That goes without saying, but The Rock was good.
You're some man!
And I'm sorry, Vince
Vaughn.
Vince
was
Vaughn. He's great.
amazing. Vince Vaughn's becoming more like a dramatic actor now these days. He can do some of those dramatic roles and still keep the comedian tone within it. And so,
I almost forgot he was a comedy guy.
Yeah, but if you want to see him a real good movie, it's Hacksaw Ridge. He's in that.
Oh, yeah.
He's
He's
really
very
good in
good.
that. So,
What about you?
one of the things I love about this is that I love the family dynamic. Now, that's no pun intended, fighting with my family, but the dynamic between the family and why she's doing it, her purpose and her goal was to help out her family, and she makes it, and because of how her influence to her parents, her brothers, and all the kids around her neighborhood back in London. And so I like that dynamic about family. Funny thing is,
It's a cool story too.
very cool.
Just
Very
this
cool.
family that's very passionate about wrestling gets called, sends in an audition tape, gets
Yeah.
called, and
I love also the brother. I thought his
brother
acting
was
was
very
good. You see him in Dunkirk, who was one of the pilot with Tom
Totally.
Hardy. Did you see Dunkirk?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I like when he's struggling, the acting was really, really, really done well in this movie, and the directing, the flow was good. I like that.
I like the
perfect pace, and so. Anything bad about this movie?
I can't name anything off the top of my head. The only thing that I kind of didn't like was. I was about to make something. I was really just trying to make something up for the sake of it. I can't.
This movie was not blow your mind there's a big twist in there. It's
very simple.
It's cliche. It's she's gonna make it. She's gonna become famous eventually, and so. But the only thing that there were certain things in there that weren't accurate. The brother never met The Rock until later on. And the way The Rock actually met Paige wasn't even in person, from what she said. It was actually through the phone. So, but they put The Rock in there because he's The Rock, and it's Hollywood. They're trying to make it hyped up, and so. But yeah, I don't have a lot of bad things about this movie. I thought it was great. It was very, very good.
And it doesn't end, or this movie doesn't rely on the end result.
No.
It is all about the story itself. The movie as a whole is very good.
Well, let's give this a rating. What do you give this?
I'm gonna give this opening night.
Yeah, me too. Opening night. Go check it out. We recommend it. It's so far. It's
You don't have to like wrestling. You don't have to know anything about wrestling. If you want to look up a biography about Paige, the wrestler,
she's not even wrestling anymore. So, anyways, check us out later. Have a good one.